G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Moto Mods. Now today we're going to be starting a new segment. It's called Top Tips, and what it is basically is episodes full of tips for you guys based around getting you or your bike ready to ride, maintaining your bike, servicing it, putting parts on, just lots of little tips to help you guys out. And we're going to be putting these up not specifically every day, not every week, just whenever we can. Just a little compilation of lots of little tips for you guys based around a theme. So today's theme is washing your bike. Tip number 1, put a plastic bag over your air cleaner. This is going to stop water getting into your air cleaner, which will obviously you won't have to dry it out, and it could stop water getting into your engine, which is obviously a big thing that you don't want to do. So as you can see, I've now put the plastic bag over the air cleaner, and I've put it all the way around, right up to the edges and right down the bottom, all the way to the back. And that's just made a little barrier to stop the water getting in these holes down here in the sides of the airbox and under the seat. Tip number 2, when you're using a pressure washer, try and keep it away from direct line of any bearings or exposed wires or electrical equipment such as your ECU if you're using an enduro bike, the back of your headlight or tail light, and your main harness, wiring harness, and any other electrical things that could get affected by the water. Try and keep it out of the way of that. Don't try and get too hard in around the components of your engine with the pressure washer, because not all parts of your engine are waterproof, so be mindful of that. Okay, top tip number 3 is use a plug for your exhaust when you're washing your bike, especially with pressure washers or high pressure hoses. You don't really want water getting in that packing of your muffler and making it wet, and if you're really unlucky, water might even get right down into your header pipe and into your head. That's not very common, but you still want to stop the possibility of that happening. Okay, so it's always a good idea to just lightly wet your bike down first, and this is generally only the case when your bike's really muddy, but it's always going to loosen that top layer of dirt or mud off, and going to make your job a lot easier than if you just use a bucket of soapy water and the pressure washer straight out. It's just going to get you a better result, make the job easier, and yeah, it works well. As you can see, my bike's not that dirty, but I'm demonstrating it anyway. It's also handy to have a jack stand or a lift stand hanging around that you can put the bike on, and this is just going to make cleaning the wheels a bit easier because you can rotate them around. Top tips number 4 and 5. Number 4 is that it's always a really good idea to warm up your bike before and after washing. Now before, this is just going to get your engine nice and warm. It's going to keep water out of the places that it shouldn't be in, and if water does get there, it's going to evaporate quickly. And afterwards it's going to do the exact same thing but in reverse order. And number 5 is to get a air compressor and blow out the water out of like the fuel tank cap and your levers and other little joints and areas on your bike that you don't want water sitting. Okay, that was today's top tips. Thanks for watching, guys. The bike's finished being washed, it's all shiny, sun's going down, so I better be off. Thanks for watching, see you next time.